All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about Terence Crawford's response to pulling out of the Errol Spence Jr. fight in order to fight David Advansian. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to talk about wild developments in the Errol Spence Jr. Terence Crawford saga. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, it don't look good for Terence Crawford. And his response to him not taking the fight, along with the things that he said before, really does make it look like he was playing games with people, and I am being as objective as I can be. Let's get into that in this video, but however, before I do that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, welcome back. Welcome to the channel. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. Also, if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you so much for your continued support. Specifically want to thank this video, Starborn 007, the dude that be whooping me in chess, but always supporting out there in the live stream and the super chats. This is for you because I know you're a big Terence Crawford fan, and this is sounding kind of whack, man. All right, so first things first. Errol Spence Jr. comes out and says, and goes to Boxing Scene, and Keith Idec brings out a report and says that Errol Spence Jr. is concerned that Terence Crawford is not going to that Terence Crawford is not going to sign up and agree for the fight. Right now, Terence Crawford, the news comes out then that Terence Crawford is going to be fighting David Advansian on December 10th in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, Terence Crawford has responded, and he said the following words: "I agreed to all of their BS, and they've been dragging their behind for months." Crawford says, "Spence is nowhere to be found while I was trying to make the deal. I explained to Al Heyman and Errol I was going to fight before the end of the year." Okay. That directly contradicts what they've been saying and what they said months ago, what they said a month ago. Okay, it was a month ago. It was less than a month ago that they said that they had agreed to all terms and they were waiting to hear back, from Errol Spence Jr. And there was only thing that they were looking for was, a, I guess, transparency. That's what Mike Coppinger said. Now, how did that go from that to you having a fight done for December 10th in Omaha, Nebraska? How did your fight get set up that quickly? You had to have been negotiating for that fight since the time that you originally said that this fight was going to happen down the road. Now, a whole lot of people got upset with me when I did a video where I quoted Terence Crawford, where Terence Crawford said, yeah, that fight for Errol, I really want. Yeah, I want that fight. It's a good fight. You know, it's going to happen down the road. Oh, I mean, real soon. And I said, hold on, man, this guy said down the road. Down the road means down the road. Okay, down the road does not mean right now. Down the road means later on, right? So how do you go? You've been saying things that have been consistent about you not needing the fight, being very consistent about what you were going to take and what you weren't going to take, right? All of a sudden, when Errol Spence Jr.'s team says we're going to be fighting on November 19th, or it's November 19th or bust, is the report that comes out. After that, he magically agreed to everything. And now when Errol sends the contract back 2 weeks ago, now 2 weeks ago was when he was still talking about accepting the fight, or at least everybody but Terence Crawford was talking about it. Mike Coppinger was talking about it. People in his camp were talking about it. They said that they agreed to everything, then that's all they were waiting on. And then they say that they got that back 2 weeks ago. Look, man, it's just real funny business over here, man. And honestly, at the end of the day, we're not going to know what it is for sure because nobody was, not a lot of people were involved directly with that, right, who are in my position. However, I'm going to tell you, man, it looked like Terence Crawford was never really fully in for that fight. That's what it looks like to me. And at the end of the day, he found an option where somebody was going to pay him a good amount of money to fight somebody else. So now he's fighting December 10th. And Errol Spence Jr. goes without a fight. So are they going to now go into, this kills the fight. If I'm Errol Spence, it absolutely positively kills the fight. Because there should be no way that those guys could not have gotten that done. And if you have a fight set for October, October 10th through December 10th, man, you knew about this a while ago. There's just no way that he just pops this up that quickly at the very end of the negotiation. Nah, man, I don't think that these guys now, it may be the case that, Al Heyman and those guys didn't want the fight and they were just dragging it on and it wasn't Errol Spence there. I guess there's a chance of that, but that's not the way that it is going to look. For over the long haul. It's going to definitely look like Terence Crawford did not want that fight. And Terence Crawford wanted an easier fight with David Advancian and winds up freezing Errol out for the rest of the year because now Errol has to find a fight date, I guess, in December or January. And when those guys do that, if they go back to that negotiation table, they're never going to trust one another again. That's pretty much just going to be a wrap. I think that this particular move, without letting those guys know early enough that was going to be the case, because if you're going to fight in December and you're going to tell these guys, look, I'm fighting this year, you give them enough notice so that Errol can get his fight together for this year. It seemed, but then again, I'm going to also tell you this, man. I said this a while ago, man. Errol Spence Jr. needed to lay a final date on that about 2 months ago, about a month and a half ago, and get the negotiation done. Because if the longer we got to it, the more we pushed on. Errol kept saying the entire time, look, man, if this fight doesn't happen, it's not me. If this fight doesn't happen, it's not me. If you feel that way, if you feel like he's holding up, you just go ahead and make yourself another fight, man. And this is just a shame, man. Now, I don't mind seeing it. And I'm going to stay true to my word. I'll take Terence at his word that he wanted to make the fight and he was trying to, get it done, but the money wasn't right or whatever, right? Whatever that case is. It is what it is. However, it's just unfortunate that he didn't give those guys enough time ahead of time. They could have cut if he was not agreeing with the stuff that you wanted. You could have let that guy know earlier so that Errol could have got a fight in the same time. But it is what it is. This David Advancian fight is not going to move the needle. There's going to be a whole lot of people that are going to be pointing at Terence Crawford over this. Errol Spence Jr. is definitely being very, very vocal about the fact that this is Terence Crawford. But we'll see what happens, man. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm sure we'll be talking about this over the week. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.